What up, squad? Right back here with another video. So a lot of y'all been asking me to make a video and provide some gems on buying used cars. What up, squad? Right back with another video. And in this video, I heard you guys in the comments, a lot of you are saying, hey, can you drop some gems on how to purchase a used car? Well, guess what? It's your time to shine, because that's what this video is exactly about. This video is about showing you how to buy a used car. Now, I'll talk a little bit about a new car to compare and contrast, but I still want to kind of give you guys some education on how to buy a used car. So man, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Alright, so there are a few steps that you must take before you go out and buy your used car. The first step you really want to pay attention to is knowing how much you can afford for a car, right? A lot of times we go to the dealerships and we just jump into a car, and then we find out that the payments are high, and then we got to work another job. Whatever it is you need to do to make up for that extra expense, from a car. And studies show that we should probably spend 20% of our income on a car. Now, we all know that's not true. We all know that some people are spending a little bit more than that. But what you got to do is you got to estimate your monthly costs, right? What am I going to pay commuting, back and forth to work if this is a daily car, and gas, right? If it's a garage kept, then obviously the gas is going to be low. How much is my insurance is going to be for this car? How much maintenance am I going to have to pay for this car? And just understanding the total value of the car, how much they want for the car. Adding all of those up, I believe, will help you out. That would definitely, give you a price range on what you should potentially spend on a car. The second thing you have is, understanding of buying new versus buying used, right? Obviously, buying used, you get more bang for your buck buying used than you buy new, because buying new, the car depreciates like this. As you drive up the lot, the car done took a hit. I don't really know the percentages, but the car takes a hit, and then obviously, you got to put in some money in order to level those things out and not be underwater. Another thing is being prepared. Do all of your research, guys. I tell you guys this all the time. Do all your research. Make sure that you know what you're doing before you get there. The next one is call the dealership. We're all online. This is how we know what dealerships has cars. We're all online. Type in here, type in there, type in here, type in there. Call them and ask them some questions about the car. They'll be more than happy to do that. Now here's key. Do not tell them that you have a trade-in. That is key. I'll tell you why. Another thing is you want to talk price, not payment. And last but not least, go rate shopping. Don't let the dealership do it for you. But we're going to take a deeper dive into all of those things. And I'm going to actually give you what I think I would do, or just provide you some type of education on, what the process is and how things are done. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. The first one is knowing how car salesmen work. We know it's a shady industry, right? We know those guys are always looking to mark up the cars. The more the car is marked up, the more money they bring home. So their job is to go ahead and sell you a car that is marked up above sticker price. Their job is two things: sell a car above sticker price and sell a car as fast as they can. That's how they really get compensated. Also, I noticed a thing and I had to research it. Why is the car dealership just with all windows? Well, there's a concept behind that subconsciously. And they're really smart about it. There's a really decent concept with that. The reason that the car dealership has windows is so you can see all of the new cars out there. You can compare visually, subconsciously. You're looking at your car, and then you're looking at the new car. And not only the new car that you want, but you're looking at everything. So you got to pay attention to that. You're looking at the old car versus new car, and then in your head you start to imagine yourself in a new car, and then you start to realize like, man, we need to get things going. Also, here's another part to what the dealership does, the salesman. It's not that they're going to their manager for numbers, it's a waiting game. The longer they sit you down in a dealership in that office by yourself, and you're getting anxious. Like, the more and more you think about it, the anticipation is rising. Can I get in this car? Am I going to get in this car? Am I going to get in this car? Things like that. So it's a waiting game, and it's applied with emotion, right? We are emotional beings, right? We are driven by emotion. The more excited and happy you get about being in that car, the more you're going to make a bad decision. So they give you that 15-20 minute wait in that office by yourself. You can start having conversations with yourself, and obviously the guy on the shoulder is like, man, let's get the car, versus the guy like, hey, let's just wait and do more research. So that's a waiting game. That's also a tactic that they're used. Be aware of these things. They are very shady, very, very, very shady individuals. And they're taught that, right? I don't think that they're like this person in like real life, this is who they are as a person, but as far as the job, they have to be that way in order to make money. But this is where you come in, and I always tell you guys this: gain possession of your buying power. Regain possession of your buying power. And the only way you can do that is by research. Do not let these guys tell you what to do. Alright, so here's the difference between, well, actually, before I get into it, buying new versus buying used, right? Why? What are the difference? What are the pros and cons of buying new versus buying used? Well, I'm gonna give you the pros and cons of both. Buying new. You know for a fact that, let's start with the pros. You know for a fact that you're the first owner of the car. You know for a fact that it's not a lemon. You know for a fact that it carries a 3 to 5 year warranty, depending on whether it's the drivetrain or whatever comes with it. And you do know that, it's a clean record, right? You do know that no one else has had this car. The Carfax is clean, the title is clean, and all of that, right? Those are the pros. The only con of buying a new car is the depreciation, right? Once you drive it off the lot, you lose, you take a hit on that. But let's flip this over and let's talk a little bit about the used, right? The pros and cons of the used car. Here are the cons of buying a used car. I'd like to start with the cons. One, you don't know if that car has actually been in an accident. And the reason I say that is because if you don't report it to your insurance, that car will never be flagged as if it's been in an accident. You don't know what someone has done. Here's an example. I had a friend of mine who bought a Hellcat. Had a great Carfax report. The title was clean. But the person that traded that car into the dealership had that car modded. That car was modded, juiced up. They removed all the mods, put it in factory stock condition, and sold it back to the dealership. Well, when my buddy bought the car blew up on him in 5 days. 5 days. So yeah, my buddy car, it blew up in 5 days. So he had to take it to the dealership. Another con of it is the warranty. We're talking about the factory warranty, not an extended warranty. The warranty on the car was gone. They didn't provide a warranty. Make sure you guys understand what your warranty is. They didn't provide a warranty, so my buddy had to go half and half with the dealership to get his engine rebuilt, which sucked. And just the maintenance, right? So buying a used car, you got 3 things, right? First thing is the warranty may not be there. Second thing is you don't know if that car is a lemon. The previous owner dogged it, did it bad, ran it to the ground, and it may break on you. The third thing is maintenance, right? Within the 2 years that you have that car, your maintenance costs are going to be a lot higher than the new car. And the reason that is because you don't know who the previous owner was and how they were maintaining that car. I don't know if they were doing a good job. You just don't know that. So as you're driving it, you might get a check engine light. Your belt may pop. Or, the seal on the gasket, your oil pan seal, the whatever. I don't know, man. Anything can go wrong with the car. The fuel pump can go out. You might blow a bulb in the headlight. All of these different things that you may be responsible for taking care of. The only pro that I see with buying a used car is there's more than one used car. There are so many used cars within the price range, you know, let's say let's just say it's a car that's worth about 20K. You get a car within the 20 to 25K or maybe the 18 to 23K range. You can shop around and get more. There's more inventory on the used cars than it is new, which means that there's more room for negotiating, right? Because you can price match. You can go to one dealership and say, hey, listen, I see this car over here for 22. You guys are driving 24. You can give it to me for this number, match that. I'll walk out of here. So negotiation is a lot better, and depreciation already has taken place. So the depreciation won't be as much as it would have been with a new car. So make sure you understand the difference between buying new and buying used. Be prepared. Be prepared. I think this is the most important part of the car buying process, whether it's new or used, but specifically used. Be prepared. When you go into the dealership and that salesperson knows that you know your stuff, you have your numbers, you have your own financing, you have a lot of information about the car, there are little chances that he can screw you over. There are small pockets of areas where he can lie to you because they're taught to lie, you know. And let's just be real. How many times have you gone into the dealership and they're like, hey, you know, this is the price of the car, but when you looked at it online, the price was probably $5,000 cheaper. But then when you get to the dealership, they hit you with some BS. Oh yeah, well, you know, we did X, Y, and Z to the car. We got 10 people coming in today to look at the car. This is what the car price is. Ignore all of that. Let all of that go and bring in the fact of what you have, which is your information from your research. Do your research. Do not let them tell you what and what not, what you can and cannot do when it comes to that car. And again, making sure that this is a used car, not new, you have a lot more room for negotiating because that's not the only dealership that has that car. There are other dealerships out here that has the same car, not the same, but same make and model, you know, different accessories and stuff like that. But find out what works for you and don't settle. Don't settle, don't settle, don't settle. Make sure you do your due diligence and you make sure that you're on top of your A game and you go in there. Doing research and being prepared is the biggest key to buying and purchasing a car at the lowest price that you possibly can. And it also increases your odds of negotiating a better deal. So with the used process, I like to call around. I look online, I look at different numbers and stuff like that. I like to call around, you know, and what's good about doing research online is you're actually able to see what the dealership has paid for the car, and you can also see the difference in what they're marked up. Call around, get numbers. Get numbers over the phone. The difference between calling and being in a dealership is they can sell you BS in person. Over the phone, they don't really know who you are. You know, they have people that's out here auditing these dealerships, right, over the phone. So they may call in just to make sure because they still have to follow regulations. So they're not going to BS you over the phone. The first thing they're going to say to you on the phone is, hey, let's get you down here. When can you come down here and go for a test drive? You ignore that. You have all of your conversation on the phone. You get all the information, who's the sales rep's name, the cost of the car, the sticker and cost of the car, the same thing. And then you do more research on the car as much as you can, as far as, you know, if they have active rebates on it, or if it's, you know, some type of, let's say, a Memorial Day big banger of a sale, you know, things like that. You gather all that information before you go straight into the dealership. And then once they know that you called in and you did all that research and you have those numbers, again, it minimizes the opportunity for them to screw you over. It minimizes the opportunity for them to mark up the prices. So they will try to do these little things, and they're still going to try to do it. Obviously, this is just what they do. So make sure that you guys are on your A game. Do not go in there blindsided. Do not go in there blindsided. The next thing is, if you're trading in a car, never tell them that you have a car that you're trading in. I'm going to repeat that. Never tell them you have a car that you're trading in, because they're going to base that whole sell on the car that you're trading in. You want to get the lowest price You want to get the lowest cost of that car through negotiating before you tell them you have a trade-in. And here's an example. Let's say you go into the dealership. First thing they're going to say to you is, hey, you know, I see you got a car. You looking to trade that in? They're always going to ask you that early on. You're going to say no. I want to go ahead and buy a car brand new. That's going to be my daily. Whatever your story is, it's my mom's car, granddad, grandmom, whoever. That's somebody's car that you're not trading in, or you just don't care to trade the car in. But what you will do is talk to them and get the numbers. Hey, go from A to Z through the entire process. And then on the back end of that, you know, once your numbers are where you want them, then you come back and you say, listen, I'm trading in this car. I need to get this car appraised and I want to trade it in. What that does for you is, and they don't like that, but what it does for you is it gives you an additional cost or additional money towards your trade-in of the new car. They can't go back and take away that final number. See, if you had provided that you were trading in that car early on, they would have been playing with the numbers, trying to work that in, trying to get the trade-in of the car to eat some of the rebate or whatever the incentive is. So be very, 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 very wary of that. They have different ways from pricing, financing, the way they work in these different cars, trade-ins and stuff in. Beware of that. Never tell them that you have a trade-in. Trust me, I do it all the time. Well, I did it all the time until I bought a lemon. Never tell them, always tell them on the back end, and then whatever your cost is, plus the appraisal of the trade-in, it brings it down even more if you're satisfied with that number. Another thing is, while you're in there, you want to talk price, not payment. Don't let that go over your head. You want to talk price, not payment. A lot of us go into these dealerships and we talk about, hey, you know, I want my payment to be in this range. Talk price, not payment. Please. Please. They will have you in a 9-year, there's probably no such thing. They will have you in a 9-year deal paying crazy interest on a car just to make that payment. Talk price, not payment. Once you have the total cost, the out the door number, you can then do your research on rate shopping. You can then go out here and shop rates and terms. So let me repeat that again. Talk price, not payment. Once you know your price, you can shop for rates. Don't let them tell you the rates. You shop for your own rates. And they're gonna have little incentives. Hey, if you sign up, if you go through us, through the Chrysler, Dodge, Musk, Ford, BMW, you know, credit application, if you're approved, we give you 0% APR for the first 3 months. Bullshit. Yes, that 0% APR is going to be there for the first 3 months, but as soon as that 4th month kicks in, that damn APR is going to be high. They're going to find a way to make up for that interest. But also those first 3 months are tied into the backside, interest rate wise, of your loan. So just, you know, being smart about it and taking care of yourself, man, is key here. And I'm only doing this because I want to see everybody win. I do. Again, I don't see videos where people are sharing the knowledge. I don't see people taking time out of their day to give the, you know, to do some research, dig a little bit like I am. But yeah, man, again, talk price, do not talk payments. And then you do your own research on your rates, man. Bring in your own financing. And that way you understand and you're sure and you're confident in the price that you're going to get for your car once you tie in all of the information into the auto loan calculator. Now, here's a bonus what I'm going to do. I am going to take time out of my day one of these days, and I'm going to walk through this entire process on buying a used car. I'm going to do it in real time. I'm going to call them. I'm going to record it all. You're going to hear the conversation with me and the sales rep. I'm going to show you guys 2 to 3 cars that I found. I'm going to drive to these 3 different dealerships. I'm going to have conversations with these people, and I'm going to negotiate the lowest of the low as far as the cost of the car, and then provide that to you guys so you guys can see, you know, how to do it. Because sometimes hearing things and seeing things, you have some people that can articulate and understand what what to do from hearing it, and then we have a bunch of other people who likes to see it. They need to see it in person. So we have visual learners and we have those who can actually learn from reading and hearing things. I hope this video really helps you guys out. Remember the steps here, man. Make sure you can afford the car. Understand whether you want to buy new or used. Even though this is a used video about buying a used car, make sure, because sometimes buying a new car may be better. Just understand the cons that come with buying used, which are lemons, cars that are beat up, maintenance, and all this other stuff. Me personally, I'd rather take the depreciation, know there's nothing wrong with my car, and if it is, I'm bringing it right back to the dealership and they gotta fix it because it's under warranty. Stay prepared, man. Be diligent. Stay prepared. Call first. Get your numbers over the phone before you come into the dealership. Call them. Let them know that you're on your way. Ask the questions over the phone, and then you ask the same questions when you get there. Hide your trade. Do not let them know that you're trading in the car until you're satisfied with the number that you have, and then you loop that in on the back side. And be patient. Be patient. Do not let your emotions get you inside of something that you really aren't going to be happy with long term. First few months you might love it. After that you might be like, whoo, these damn payments kicking my butt. These payments kicking my ass. Be patient. Trust me, when you're patient, they will reach out to you, especially used cars. They're going to reach out to you. Hey, just giving you a call. Remember that car you looked at? You still interested? You want to come back down here? I was able to talk to my manager. We were able to work out a deal. We were able to do this. We were able to do that. They're going to call you. Have some patience, man. It's a waiting game. Just as much as they have you waiting when you're in that office and they're talking to their sales manager and your emotions is telling you, we got to get the car. You're so excited. You can see yourself in the car. Have some patience. Don't make an irrational decision, and you're going to be good. You're going to be good. If this video here helps any of you guys in any way, please comment under below. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's the same, red_ride. If this video helps you out a lot, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm going to go to extreme measures to make sure that everybody gets a great deal. Like, comment, subscribe. It's free. Taking time out to provide this video to you guys because I want to see everybody win. Hit that subscribe button. Comment. Give me a thumbs up. Turn those notification bells on. Turn them on. And let me know what videos you want to see next. This video here, I read a few comments. People don't want to buy a new car. They're more so on the used car market. And they asked me to put out a video about this. So here it is. This is the information that I'm sharing. Here are the steps that you should take when you're going out here to buy a car. Buy a used car. These are the steps. Information is power. Power is key. Regain your buying power back from these dealerships, man. Let's take control. Let's let them know that they work for us. We don't work for them. Let's let them know that we're putting money in their pocket. They're not putting money in our pockets. Let's just gain our position of power back. And I think overall we'll get a great experience globally. You know, once they understand that they're not taking advantage of us consumers anymore, or the customers, that, you know, you won't have these headaches when you go on. But I can tell you this, once you buy your first car using these methods here, following these steps, your second car is going to be even easier. Once they see you come in with a buddy, they already know what it's about. They know that they're not going to be able to bullshit you. They're going to know all of these things already. So it's all about setting a tone and gaining some momentum and moving forward. Again, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I hope this video really helped you out. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this, man, shoot me some comments below. I take the good, I take the bad, I provide feedback. Man, turn up, man. Thanks again. Nothing but love. Peace out.